Here we have our home gravel garden with marigolds, squash, watermelon, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, all growing in this 4 foot by 9 foot gravel area, and it's with 2 inches deep of gravel. This middle area here was built last year, so this is a 2-year-old gravel garden. And this area here you see with the tomatoes is our 3-year-old gravel garden. So let's see if we can come find some tomatoes on the vine. So we see nice guy there, more down in there. You see that guy back there. I've already picked about 100 cherry tomatoes from this gravel garden. See some there, some more back there. Today we'll see how many we pick. Over here we now look at the anatomy of a gravel garden. You see there, that's the gravel that everything is growing in. You can see the vines growing right out of the gravel. Those are all the tomato stems and all that come right from the gravel. And if you dig down deep, gravel stops at a fabric. There's a black cotton fabric that runs along the bottom of the gravel garden that allows for the roots to run along it laterally, and it also separates the gravel from the soil so that you don't get any weeds. Over here we have where we pulled up a few scallions that we had planted. You can see just how the roots are with these scallions. We also have over here a nice size cucumber. Do a little focus on that cucumber. Growing on the vine. See if I can get a good shot of it. And that vine is growing somewhere back in there. I splattered a whole bunch of seeds this season just to see what would grow. And we see all types of, that's a bigger tomato coming along in there. Still quite green, but it's got some time to go. We'll pick those later on. Now let's look at the watermelon we have here. Oh, before we go to the watermelon, let's look at all of these tomatoes that'll be coming up soon. There's a good amount of tomatoes in here that we'll probably end up picking next week. One thing about gravel gardens is sometimes the vegetable really likes it and spreads everywhere, like the squash is done. Spreading from this side all the way over to there, climbing above the tomatoes. So you have to be careful to make sure you trellis well, or else you'll get this gravel garden forest with all types of things growing and vines of cucumbers and squash everywhere. We also have vines of watermelon. We see here a nice little watermelon little guy coming out, enjoying some of that sunlight. We also see another watermelon right here. Bring him to the top some. See that guy right there? He's making his way on the earth. That watermelon, and all of this, as you see, all in gravel. All gravel down there where the squash vines are growing and coming from. And you see a lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes seem to really like gravel. So does squash. This is our gravel garden. Gravel, sand, plastic, and cotton. Get yours soon. Go to our website, www.tosoilist.com, to learn more about gravel gardening.